Podcast Sports, the number one independent sports voice of the Philippines.
And we're having a special interview right now from Taiwanese boxer Chia Ching Hung, 9-1-1. He's fighting in the Philippines August 30th, and we'll find out who his opponent is later. So we'd like to welcome Chia Chang, James, and his manager Sam. Good day to you guys.
Hey.
Good morning.
Hey, hello. Hey.
Good morning for me. What time is it in Taiwan?
It's 9. It's 10 a.m. right now.
10 a.m. About the same time, but for Sam, it's not so good. It's so early in the morning.
4 in the morning.
4 in the morning. You know what they say, early riser, you get everything, all the blessings for you.
Yep.
Sam, I'm going to start with you, Sam. SJL fighter. You're managing Chia Ching, who's about to fight in the Philippines. Mm-hmm. Sam, I haven't heard about this management yet. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your management? Who are the fighters that you're handling?
Okay, so I started this management company about 7 years ago, but with a focus on just thinking out the box as far as having the foundation of boxing, but thinking out the box the way we manage. The model for our company is very simple: is quality over quantity. So I don't believe in signing a bunch of a high number of fighters, because it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort to focus on each one of those, each one of their careers. So I have 4 fighters, 2 military veterans from the U.S. I have and of course, Victor Guerrero, and I have Mr. Hung here. And what attracted me to him is first of all, he has a story. He has a story with a country of with a backing, and James and I we co-manage. It's a good team. His uncle is great, and he just has a really good story. So as you can see, he's fought a couple different places. I brought him to the U.S. because we want to fit the model for the company, is to develop fighters that can fight anywhere in the world. And that is our model, and not an abundance of fighters, because you lose your quality. You can lose your quality if you got too many fighters and you can't give them the quality that you need.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Sam. How about the other 2 fighters? Would you like to name them?
Yes. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I have a gentleman named Jeremy Collars, 37 years old. Recently fought for a title. He was unsuccessful. His claim, former Marine, fights anyone. That is his thing. He fights anyone. That's just the way he's built. He does understand he's up in age, so that's a great thing. And then I have William Turbo Townsend, which was my first fighter. He is the fighter that got me really to where I just got on this roller coaster and wanted to continue to work with more fighters that had a good quality inside and outside the ring. Jeremy is on standby waiting for a fight. William is on his way back from an injury. As a team, we decided to sit him down for a while to recover off his injury so he can be more successful in his fights. So those are the only 4 fighters I have. And one day, hopefully Mr. Hung's brother will possibly be fighting with us. He has a brother. I'll let him tell you about that. But imagine we come to the Philippines and Mr. Hung's brother and him fighting on the same card.
Nice. Yeah.
It'd be pretty good.
Family affair. I'm definitely gonna definitely focus on Hung. I just have 1 or 2 more questions for you, Sam, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Now you're getting exposed in the Philippines.
Yes.
Filipinos, and you have a Taiwanese and have an American. It's a global company, as you said. Maybe Filipino fighters are watching this that might need your help as a manager. Are you still looking for? It's not a big number, You looking to add a few more?
100%. Like I said,
Right.
all that matters is it matches the business model, quality over quantity. So 100%, 100%. Because
Define what quality looks like in a boxer for you if someone's gonna approach you.
a fighter that is both feet in, that this is their main goal. This is their life is. They're willing to make those sacrifices and they're willing to trust the process. That's the biggest thing. The biggest thing you have to do is convince a fighter, his team, his family to trust the process. That's the biggest thing. Yeah, you got to trust the process. And once you trust the process and you believe, so that is what a good candidate for SJL fighter management looks like. And all four of, and Mr. Hung himself, just, they trust the process. Yeah.
All right. Speaking of the process and speaking of Mr. Hung, Chia Ching Hung, welcome to the show. I know you're going to fight here in the Philippines August 30th under Kukoy Elordes Promotions in Parañaque. Before we talk about that fight, I was doing a research about you, Chia, and says here that you've won championship as an amateur. You have a big, vast of experience, not only in boxing, in Muay Thai, in Sanda. Do you do those sports also?
Yeah. But in boxing is a long time. Muay Thai maybe 3 years, and Sanda maybe 6 years.
Okay, and you're sticking to boxing now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now it's boxing. Focus boxing.
All right. Tell us about your amateur record in boxing. How many fights and what are the accomplishments or trophies or tournament that you've won?
你的业余的战绩，然后跟你业余的
Yeah. Maybe maybe in 18 win or yeah. But 因为没有台湾没有很正式的那个战绩的登录，对，所以没有那种记录了，对
80%。
So about 80 wins, but it's with the amateur fights in Taiwan, they're not very good at keeping track of records. So it's not official numbers.
Okay.
But definitely 80 plus, right?
All right. How about in the other sports? Have you won any tournament in the Muay Thai or in Sanda?
散打跟泰拳都有什么奖项？
Yeah, in Muay Thai, in my in the World Cup,
就是
在国中、初中的时候拿过青年的世锦赛的铜牌，在泰拳。
So in middle school and high school, he's received Muay Thai Muay Thai championship for youth championship.
Yeah. So right now, focusing in boxing, and at the same time, I'm just curious because I did a research. You're also still studying right now in school.
你现在还在上学？
Yeah, but 但是没有现在没有，还在学当中，反正就是还是
Yeah, he's still enrolled, but currently he's focused on his boxing career.
Right. Because it's, at least in the Philippines and most of the boxers that I know, it's hard to do study and boxing. And I see here you may be working on your master's degree. Is that right?
你的硕士学位是吗？
Yeah, but 现在还没有正式拿到，我就还在
He's still in the process of attaining his master's degree.
Okay. When my parents tells me to study and do study first, how important is it for a boxer to also have an educational background and then also be successful in sports?
他说他问你问，选手有学位很重要。
因为在台湾就是环境上面，可能职业选手的出路没有那么 没有那么广，所以需要学历去保障你未来的工作。对。
So it's because obviously Taiwan, the boxing climate out here is not as active. So
Yes.
for a lot of boxers, professional boxers, they have to have a backup plan to rely on. Boxing doesn't work out.
Yeah. Does that make sense? It does make sense, yes. So you have a backup plan, and you can do other things after boxing. Because boxing, the lifespan of career boxing is very short because it's a young man sport. How young are you, by the way? And so far, you fought in different countries. How was that experience like as a young man fighting boxing?
那说你现在几岁？然后你在那么多不同的国家，打过拳赛，这个体验你觉得怎么样？
现在29岁，今年29岁，然后在很多国家体验过很多不同的拳击的风格以及文化，甚至是去日本练习，还有菲律宾练习，还有美国练习，他们都有不同的文化这样子。
So he's currently 29, and having been fought and trained at different countries, he said it's very interesting to see like every country has their in terms of boxing has their own different culture, has their own different styles, and it's for him it's just going to different places and learning from each place.
Mm-hmm. Your uncle is a boxing coach?
Yeah.
Is that right?
He's coach too.
两个都是。
Yeah.
So he has two uncles, and both of them are boxing coaches.
Mm-hmm. Was boxing always the plan?
拳击对你来说一直都是你的职业生涯的选择。
Oh yeah，因为从小就看他们带着一些各个部落的哥哥姐姐们打拳，所以从小我就一直看着他们练习跟比赛，那自己就会长大想要有更好的目标跟梦想。
So yes, so being both of his uncles being boxing coaches, he's been around boxing since he was born basically, and seeing all the different fighters that his uncle brought up and taught, it made him want to also pursue his career.
Mm-hmm. My research is quite good. He said that you also played basketball or handball. Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Are you any good in basketball?
Yeah, I like basketball. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. Because us Filipinos, although
very good.
we're popular in boxing, but we're the only Asian country that actually basketball is number one here.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe someone, if you stay here long enough, someone will try to ask you to play basketball. Or maybe we should play basketball when you come here. All right. So, all right. Someone got knocked out already. Wait till August 30. So, Gia, I cannot see you. Gia,
Come over this way.
yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Sorry, sorry, I have to ask you to come so the fans can see you. So, what made you decide to just fully commit to boxing now and moving forward?
I think they got a charging problem.
All right. So we'll wait.
Sorry, we had some technical difficulties.
Okay,
It's
we
okay.
good? Okay.
It's all part of the show. I mean, that means this is real. It's happening, and it could happen in a fight. But James, I was asking Gia what made him decide to fully commit to boxing moving forward.
他说什么让你决定要就是专注在拳击这个生涯中？
其实从刚开始接触拳击，我就是不管是接触到了其他运动，比如说泰拳或是散打，但是我觉得看到职业拳击的生态以及它未来的发展，我觉得我想要去更挑战自己，能不能到达那个目标这样子，所以就未来我都一直想要专注在拳击的这条道路上面。
So obviously, having been around, growing up around boxing, and then experience in Muay Thai and Sanda, he realized like boxing is something that he wants to is more challenging, and that's something that he wants to focus at more and become better at.
And you mentioned earlier that boxing industry is not that big in Taiwan. Were your family or parents supportive of this initially, at least?
Oh yeah,
He was smiling. He was smirking. So I like to hear the story.
他说你的家人支持你选择拳击这条路。
Yeah, because 因为我从小就像前面讲的，我很喜欢运动，不管是篮球、手球，或者是散打、泰拳、拳击，我所有运动我都喜欢接触。那到了国中，家人就希望我能够进校队，专注打拳击，看看能不能有一定的成绩。
Okay. So yes, they've always been supportive. Obviously, his mother was also an athlete.
Yeah, 足球员，他以前是国家队足球员，但是他很清楚运动员的在台湾的发展有一点困难，所以他当然是希望我们在课业上面能够做得更好，但是我跟他一直跟他约定好，就是说如果运动有很好的目标跟成绩的话，就希望他能够支持我，所以他们到现在都支持我。
So his mother, being representative for the national soccer team in Taiwan, obviously knows that the path for any athlete in Taiwan is a difficult one. So, but they've always been supportive of him and through his boxing career as long as he kept up with school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Good call from the parents.
Yeah.
So you've, as a player from Taiwan, you've represented your country outside in sports. How does that feel like as a representation of your country for boxing? Like for AIBA, you've fought in AIBA, represented Taiwan. How does that make you feel?
代表台湾，
我就非常开心了。然后那个经验是非常好的经验，我能够第一次可以跟很多的不同国家的选手，也可以去较劲看看的一种方式，所以能够代表台湾出赛，那是我非常荣幸也很开心的事情。
He feels like it's an honor, and he's very proud to be able to represent our country in the different sports that he competes in, and it's also a great opportunity for athletes to be able to see different parts of the world, experience different parts of the world. So he feels very honored and fortunate for that opportunity.
Gia, correct me if I'm wrong. According to my research here, you've actually met the president of Taiwan.
他说你有见过台湾的总统
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that moment? Because not all the time an athlete would get face to face with the president of their country.
在19年的时候拿到 OBBF 的青年腰带，那时候也是在台湾的职业的拳击里面第一个在台湾自己家乡拿到的一条国际级的腰带，所以很高兴能够受到总统府的接见，能够跟总统接见这样子。
Yeah, so it was 2019 when he won his OPBF Youth Championship title, and it was obviously one of the first in terms of boxers representing Taiwan. So it was a great honor to be able to get handed the award by our president at the time.
Yeah, you've actually won OPBF Youth and WBC Asia silver titles. Those are the two belts that you had. Right,
Yeah.
Right, and as you said, boxing in Taiwan is not that big. I actually, forgive me, I do not know a lot of boxers from Taiwan. Could you tell me any popular boxer in Taiwan that I should know?
近几年就比较有名的都是在奥运上面拿到牌子的一些女生选手，那像是林玉婷上次的奥运金牌。 还有黄晓雯奥运的铜牌，陈念琴这些奥运铜牌，所以他们都在亚运、奥运都很成功的几位选手都很有名。
So for boxing, it's typically the boxers are more well known in from an Olympic competition standpoint instead of professional. So we have Ling Yuting, who's also gold medalist in the last Olympic women's boxing. But in terms of professional boxers, there's really nobody that's really represented Taiwan before.
Yeah,
That's where Sam comes in. He's
you got
very,
that right.
right. Sam says before we started, that he wants you to become the name of professional boxing for Taiwan. I guess this question is for both of you, Sam and Chia Ching. What does it take, or what it would make to make Chia Ching the face of professional boxing for Taiwan?
You want me to go first? Oh, okay. Well, the first is a heavy, pretty much what we're doing now, but a heavy media push, a heavy social media presence, website presence, interviews, him fighting over in Asia, him also having another fight in Taiwan. And then also every now and then rotating him to other regions, other states. Like I said, we just brought him to the U.S. and he was received well. Everyone that left there was like, "Who is that guy?" He was the most technical boxer on that. Especially with the discipline. So it's a heavy push on focusing on letting everyone know, who he is and how to watch his fight. Like, for instance, his fight coming up is for free. It's on YouTube. So this helps. It really, really helps. And it's just an aggressive, non-stopping push to where when you pick up your phone, and you're anywhere and also establishing that rivalry with Filipino fighters, also establishing a rivalry maybe with a fighter from Vietnam. So that is the goal. I speak everything into existence. It will happen, and that is what we're going to do.
Okay, Gia? What would it take for you to be the face of Taiwan boxing? James?
要怎么样才能代表台湾？
当然是在国际能够有更好的成绩，然后帮台湾拿下更好的就是说让更多人知道台湾这个地方有很多的有些厉害的拳击手这样子。
So obviously to be able to achieve victories in different fights and internationally to gain more exposure and to keep pushing forward and challenging himself and to represent Taiwan from a boxing standpoint.
Gia, you are 9-1-1 and you're 5-5. You're gonna have a fight in the Philippines. And as of the moment, the name that I have here is Alan Alberca. What do you know about him? Or James, what do you guys know about your opponent? And how did you guys prepare for this fight on August 30?
你对你的选手有什么看法？然后你觉得你现在要怎么去准备这场比赛
我知道他的拳击的比赛经验也是非常多年，然后观看他的一些，现在就是一直观看他的比赛视频嘛，然后我们现在就是对他的了解可能就是一些比赛上面的动作而已，这样子。所以现在就是我们就是自己跟教练都是在慢慢在去做研究跟训练这样。
So obviously knowing the opponent, watching the video, they've tried to emulate in sparring and then obviously keeping up with his training, just to be ready for the fight.
Okay. Gia, I know Alan Alberca personally. I've seen him fight. He's gonna try and knock you out for sure.
Okay.
What can you say about that?
他说他认识这个选手，他有看过他比赛，然后对手一定会想要把你 KO。对这个你有什么看法？
当然，如果对手是一定会有这样的想法，但我的想法也是一样，我也是会尽力去跟他去来一场真正的较量这样子。所以我不管我不虽然只能在各大的比赛或是视频上面看到他比赛的这个状态，但是我觉得还是要以当下就当下的状况我们来定胜负看看这样子。
He knows that obviously the opponent is quite experienced and he's trying to go into the ring and get the knockout, but he's also trying to do the same thing. And we won't know until we get in the ring and see each other.
Yeah, he might be taller than you. You're 5'5". I think he's taller.
对手应该比你高。
Yeah， 对。
那针对这个，你有对战术上你有什么讨论？
因为以往跟我就是比赛的对手基本上都是比我高的，所以对于我来讲，我应该是会有蛮熟悉这个在身材上面的这个对峙，所以我觉得就是到时候见了这样。
Yeah, he realized the opponent is taller and may have a longer reach, but that's always been the case in his fights in the past.
Right.
And so he shouldn't see that as a problem.
You haven't fought any Filipino opponents yet, right?
你有跟菲律宾选手比过吗？
没有。
No. Okay. No. Filipino opponents are known to be aggressive. They're gonna come forward. Are you ready to? Are you gonna slug it out? Or because you're a technical fighter, you're gonna be forced to slug it out. What's whatever you can share as a expectation for the fight?
他说，菲律宾选手通常都是很有侵略性，进攻性很强。那对你来说，你会跟他，会想要跟他换拳吗？还是说你会照着你的战术走？
我会按照我的战术走，然后我知道菲律宾的拳手的打法的风格也是非常的就是非常的开放，就是很享受在擂台上面这种感觉。因为我之前也有去菲律宾训练过，那我有跟当地的拳手 sparring 过，所以我大概知道菲律宾的选手的这个心态的风格，然后我还是会以我的风格来去对决这样子。
Okay. So obviously, like him having trained in the Philippines before, he sparred with Filipino fighters, and he knows about the aggression and the passion they have in the ring. But for him, is to stick to the plan, stick to the game plan, and not be blinded by adrenaline.
All right. So when do you plan to come here? Fight is August 30. What's the plan? Maybe Sam also can answer.
Yeah, we haven't went over the logistical part yet. We're going to sit down and figure out what's best and make a decision as a team. But we're going to wait until we get a little bit closer. As you know, a lot of things impact travel, especially this weather and just a lot. So we want to make sure that we're making the right decision. We really sit down, and one thing I like working with them is that we sit down, we have good continuity together, and it's a really, really good team. Even other team members that are not here on camera also. So we'll make that decision as we get closer to the date.
Yeah, ideally though, a week before the fight, you think, you're gonna be staying here a little bit longer? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try and be there, prior to the fight, and obviously, Taiwan and Philippines being so close is
close. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was also a good thing of us getting a fight. Yeah.
Seems like Gia Chang has, he's been to the Philippines. What does he remember the most from his last visit in the Philippines? Have you tried traveling, touring the Philippines, or eating Filipino food?
Oh yeah，
你去过菲律宾的看法啊？你有什么喜欢的菲律宾史？
菲律宾我是去in the Cebu，it's very good。我也很喜欢他们的食物，就是一些烤鸡啊，配白饭啊，这样子。
OK，
对，
烤鸡是
都是他们自己，比如说他们也喜欢炸鸡，然后再
OK. So he's been to Cebu and trained there. So he really likes the atmosphere there. He feels it's very relaxed, and Cebu obviously being an island, right? It's very the beaches are very nice. In terms of the food, for him it was the fried chicken with the rice. That was one of his most favorite dish while he was there. I don't know if there's a specific name for the dish or something. But,
Maybe it's adobo or something because that's the popular Filipino food.
烤香蕉。
Oh, okay. And then chicken adobo, and then the fried bananas.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at least it's still far from the fight. Maybe I don't think you can eat before the fight. Obviously, I'm just curious. Which gym in Cebu and when did you visit?
他说你那时候去食部是去哪一个拳馆，然后什么时候
Omega。
Yes, I know. Paulo Pio, Doc J from Omega.
Yeah,
Omega. What year? I mean, now that you mention it, you kind of look familiar. Maybe Omega posted your photo some time ago. You look
It's 2 years. 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
before?
Yeah. 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, because Omega does invite a lot of different international fighters to train in Cebu, but Manila is different. Have you haven't been to Manila yet? The capital.
No.
Not yet.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. So it's the capital of the Philippines. So obviously, I want to ask you about the Filipino boxing. I'm sure you know Manny Pacquiao. You watch
Yeah, I
him.
Yeah. I know.
You haven't met him, obviously. Go ahead.
对 many
我会打上职业拳击这一条路，很大的影响也是因为 Manny Pacquiao，因为他在算是在我国小的阶段要踏入真正训练拳击的那一个阶段，刚好是他的巅峰时期，所以我很常看他的比赛的影片，然后我知道那个时候就让我觉得说职业拳击的影响力非常大，可以在他的国家就是造成很多不一样的看法，比如说大家都会守着电视去看他的比赛，那我就会觉得他真是那边的英雄这样子。
So obviously, I think for many Asian fighters, many is the blueprint for any Asian fighters that want to compete in an international stage. For him, it was when he was in elementary school. That was when Manny was making his peak. And seeing how he represented the Philippines, and just from boxing and be able to influence a whole country and being the national hero, he sees it as a blueprint for him, what he wants to do for boxing.
Right. Yeah, it was Manny Pacquiao then, and I'm sure you've heard also of the name. Now it's Naoya Inoue from Japan.
Yes.
Yeah, close to you. What do you think about Naoya?
他是一个非常充满力量的，还有速度快的一个选手。其实他跟Pacquiao 年轻的时候的这种打法风格也非常相近，就是进攻能力是非常强的这样子。然后大家看的都是会就是非常的热血他的比赛这样子。
Okay, so for the monsters, Alvy's definitely very powerful puncher and has the speed to go along with it. And he also see a lot of similarity between him and Manny in terms of the speed and the power behind the punch. And we were actually in Tokyo when to watch the Inoue and Nakatani fight in person.
Ah,
So
wow.
quite an experience. Yeah.
Chia Ching, if you could get one skill from Manny and Inoue, what would be it? One each.
OK，他说，假如可以有一个技能可以从Manny 跟景商那边偷来，你会选什么？
嗯，的Money，我觉得他的体能真的是有点夸张，就是他的体能是可以一直持续到12回合。但如果说一次性的这种速度跟爆发，我觉得井上的也是就是我觉得井上也是就是非常好的。
Okay, so he would like to have Manny's conditioning and Inoue's explosiveness. If possible.
Well, you will be popular in Taiwan if you could have both. Definitely.
Yes.
Since that's the goal, to be one of the face or the face of Taiwan. If there's a thing that let's say the industry of boxing in Taiwan is watching, what kind of help does professional boxing need in Taiwan to make it big? Do you think Chia Ching and maybe Sam could chime in as well in this one, because it can, no man is an island. It cannot. While Chia Ching can help, I think it takes a whole industry to make the boxing big in Taiwan.
Sponsors. Our goal is to hopefully, with this free YouTube fight, being that it's going to be broadcast free, we'll generate a good audience from this country to view this fight. And at this in the beginning, whether you got management, promotion, or what have you, sponsors are very important. So I think we're in a good space, that being that he is the really the only active professional boxer in Taiwan, and that is actively fighting. So sponsorship is one of the things that could really help. So that is top two main goal right there.
Gia, do you have anything? James, yeah, what do you think?
For us is to to like Sam said, to be active. So there's Taiwan, boxing in Taiwan is still a growing sport. Obviously, it doesn't have the history and the popularity as it is in the Philippines, and we're trying to make it grow to that. And in order for that to happen, is just to have more fights with Taiwanese fighters, so there's more exposure of boxing to the common fans out here in Taiwan, and to make it more popular.
How many? Do you know how many professional boxing promoters are there in Taiwan?
现在台湾有几个职业的主办单位？
主办单位吗
？It's just two, right?
没有一个正式的一个主办单位，就是没有，应该说没有。如果跟 Box League 连接轨的话，可能只有1-2个，可是没有很长期的举办比赛，就是大概1年可能一次，然后可能隔几年才会再办。
There's only really 1 or 2 promotion that that works with official accredited boxing organizations, and those promotions obviously maybe like 1 or 2 fights a year, so it's not a lot of fight that's happening locally.
There you go. Sam, Gia, I think that's one of the steps, especially if you want the backing of the country. There should be more promotions
Yes.
in your host country, or else you're gonna be forced to be like Bruce Lee right there behind you. I'm looking at Bruce Lee behind you. Is he your idol? I mean, talk to me. What I mean, I'm sure you want me to see that.
Oh, that's actually Bruce Lee's my idol. This is my office, so
Oh, that's yours. Okay, all right. That does that make sense? So I know you're a technical boxer, but a piece of advice for a professional boxer, since you're building out your name, no one gets excited, a casual fan, than a knockout. Right? So coming into the Philippines, what do you think should Taiwanese fans or Filipino fans expect? What kind of fight from you? And can we expect a knockout? I gotta ask that question because everyone's gonna ask. I know you're a technical boxer. You might not say you might say the otherwise, but I gotta ask you. Can we expect a knockout?
他说那知道你是很技术性的选手，所以也知道职业比赛就是拉靠才会让卖票嘛。那还或者说你觉得自己下一场比赛你会想要把对手拉靠？
击倒是当然是一定是在我们的想法之中，然后我就是一定想办法有机会我第一次把他击倒。
Obviously, we all understand knockout sells ticket, and obviously, if given the opportunity, he would like to, knock his opponent out, and then it's really comes down to the day of the fight, and we'll see how it plays out.
All right. So if Alan is watching right now, your opponent is watching right now, what's your message to Alan?
如果你的对手现在在看你，有什么话要跟对手说
？Yeah, I'm ready. So 我们比赛见，这样子。
He's ready, and then we'll see you at the fight.
All right. So Filipino fans are watching. Invite them to watch you on your fight August 30th. What do you say to your Filipino fans?
他说你有什么话想要对你的菲律宾的粉丝说呢？就是要他们来比赛。
OK。就是这是我的第一场在菲律宾的比赛，然后我很兴奋，然后我也很开心有这次的机会。那我希望在菲律宾那场比赛自己也能够发挥自己的水准，然后拿下这场比赛。
Yeah, he's very excited and looking forward to his first bout in the Philippines, and he wants to. He's eager and wants to put on a good show for the fans out there.
All right. Obviously, maybe Filipino fans will be against you, so you need the support of your Taiwanese fans. Please send a message to Taiwan and boxing fans in Taiwan to support you and watch you on YouTube, or if they can come over to the Philippines and watch you, or any Taiwanese in the Philippines that could support you, because man, the crowd will be probably against you on that night.
因为你去菲律宾比，所以是你的主场。那你有什么话想要对你的台湾的粉丝说？或者是在菲律宾的台湾的粉丝？对，
也首先就是对，这次是在做客场作战。那我觉得不管是在哪一个场地，我都是保持自己的心态，然后保持专注度去面对任何比赛。那在台湾的粉丝们可以透过直播来为我加油，那我也会有这种动力，能够去把这场比赛能够更努力的去拿下这样子。那我会尽力的去准备这场比赛。
So obviously, knowing the opponent is from the Philippines, we're going to be fighting from as the away team. But for him, it's just to focus on his training and be ready for the fight and give it his best. And that's the way he respects the opponent, the fight, and to himself.
No, your message to your Taiwan fans to support you.
And obviously, to the Taiwan fans, please come out to watch the fight. Watch the fight on YouTube. 我觉得这句话你可以用中文跟台湾的粉丝说一句。
Yes, speak in Taiwanese.
台湾的粉丝观众大家好，就是我在8月30即将在菲律宾举行一场比赛这样子，然后我现在正在积极的准备当中。那希望你们能够也到时候在直播上见，谢谢。
Thank you, Sam. Are there anything else that we may have missed about Gia that we should talk about?
I say the only thing I would like to add. We're just gonna. Our plans is this. This is not a one-time event. We would like our face, his face, very familiar in the Philippines. Right. Yeah.
All right. Well, you're in the right platform. Maybe you can also invite me to Taiwan when he has a fight in Taiwan. All right.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Given the opportunity.
Yes.
Sure,
Yes.
sure. I think that's me in boxing more. I think it's very important for the support the host nation, and and the only way to do that is really get more exposure in your home country, and so you can also get the sponsors that you're looking for. So any sponsors that watch this that wanna support Gia, how will they reach out to you?
First, yours.
You can reach out to us on Instagram, SasuU, Sasu SASU __ YOO.
Okay.
And also for us, it's simple. Far as sponsors, management is you just type in SJL Fighter Management. Once you type in SJL Fighter Management, the website is going to come up. The Instagram is going to come up. The website will take you to the Instagram, the Facebook. So you'll have all three, and also the YouTube channel. So just a simple search, SJL Fighter Management. That's also for sponsors too. We're a pretty, tight team. And with those sponsors, that's hopefully I'll have to put a promoter hat on, and we could hold an event in Taiwan.
All right, I just got it. I was looking at the website. So this is SJLFightManagement.com. Is that right?
Hold on. Fighter Management. Hold on. Fighter Management. Hold on. Let me make sure. Hold on. Let me pull it and make sure. Hold on.
Maybe you can verify it. If this is the page. Is this? That's him. That's his photo right there.
There you go. Yeah.
Right. So it's SJLFightManagement.com.
There you go. Yes, sir.
There you go. That's the website. Reach out to him. And thank you so much for this interview today. I'll talk to you behind the scenes after this, Sam. And thank you, Gia.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Good luck on your fight. I'll see you in the Philippines soon.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.